Hey guys, so today I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be more on the serious side. I try to keep things light on this channel, like fun and upbeat, but sometimes I like to talk about serious subjects, especially if something's bothering me or something's affecting me to the point where it's always on my mind. And I figure I like sharing with you guys, letting you guys know what's going on in my life, getting your opinions and your feedback, your experience, and just to share with you guys like what exactly is bothering me when things are bothering me, things that make me happy, so now I'm rambling, but let's get to the point of this video. So some of you guys who talk to me personally will know that I've been struggling with some things in my life as of late that I just don't feel comfortable about talking about on this channel right now, but maybe in the future I will. I don't know. There is some things on my Patreon, more on the personal side. If you're interested in learning more personal things about me, check out my Patreon, become a patron. So let's go with this. So recently I had somebody call me a loser because I have friends from online. So not only do I have friends from online, but I have met some great friends from being online. I think that when people don't understand or have never developed a really close relationship with somebody without having meeting the person face to face, that they just don't understand how you can get to know somebody via the internet and social media, which I really didn't have any experience until I started this YouTube channel. I mostly just had friends in real life. So what I mean by real life friends is basically people that are physically here in the same area as I am, that I see, and personally we go out and do things. I don't mean it as real life overall, because having friends online are real life experiences. I just mean more so physically being around somebody. They were not a lot. Like, I didn't have a lot of friends because it's hard to find good people in your life that will be there for you, who care about you, and in return you do the same for them. And especially people who are into the same things that you are. Hence, like, the metal scene and the goth subculture. It's just hard to find, sometimes. And online, there's just so much of it. So when I started my channel, I first started talking about my Lyme disease and my issues because I wanted to connect with other people that were suffering with Lyme disease, because there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of information on it. So through that, I did meet some people that they themselves had struggled with Lyme. And, I gave them a bunch of information of things that I learned, and they did the same for me. And then down the road, I wanted to talk more about other things in my life, such as like my interests in music, photography, art, the goth subculture, the metal scene, shows that I've been to, just experiences in my life. And from there, it kind of like just took off, and now we're at 5,000 subscribers. So like I said, I have met a lot of great people through YouTube. I'm not gonna name like everybody, but in particular, I wanna just, recognize these people who have done a lot for me, or who have been there for me, like, exceptionally, that it kind of just like blows my mind that like people can be that genuine and that caring, and even if you've never met them before. So first off, I want to say my friend Peter Phoenix, he's a YouTuber. His YouTuber name is Phoenix, and we talk all the time, like literally like every day. We message back and forth to one another, and we just developed this really close relationship and can basically like vent to one another, and there's no judgment from both sides. Like, he struggles with a physical disability and illness, and like same with me. Like, I have the Lyme disease and the anxiety and depression. So those are things that we can kind of like, commiserate about, or like, we have empathy for one another because we know what the other is going through. And do I feel like a loser to have gained this type of relationship with somebody? No. I feel like somebody who can't get to the point where they can meet somebody like that, then they themselves must be the loser, that they can't seek whatever avenue they can to make a connection with somebody. Who cares if you've met somebody online? Okay, so I have friends online. That doesn't make me a loser. That makes me feel like I'm a winner because I've gained so much from it. Not to mention, I'll name some other people that I've met through YouTube. My friend Retro Death in the gaming community, we speak all the time and have a lot of like the similar interests, and we play video games online. There's my friend Raven Wednesday, who we don't talk to each other all the time, but we know that we're there for one another. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, like if I just have a question, I can just message her and she can ask me a question. Like she's also a fellow YouTuber, and we both shared a friendship, which I know a lot of you guys have, with the late Kilted Goth, Trevor. And when I think about my relationship that I had with Trevor, I just feel so blessed to have had him in my life. He was such a unique individual, very caring. You know, we would talk all the time, and we would talk about cooking stuff all the time, you know what I mean? And I learned a lot from him, and you know, because he was older than it's like I gained a lot of knowledge from him because he lived through the years, and you know, he was in the Goth subculture for such a long time. So it's like I feel like I've gained so much from meeting these people online that I would have never met in real life ever. Like I would have never come across these people. They live in different countries all over the United States. So I mean, I could keep naming people online that I talk to, but it's like I don't want to, like, you know, just pick out certain people and just be like, oh, like, but I have like, you know, my followers that like, you guys comment on my videos like all the time. Like I see you guys, I know who you are. We have like interaction. Like I remember your name. Like I remember the things that you have said to me, and you guys give me like awesome feedback. There's my other friend Peter. He lives in Australia. You know, when I see his name pop up on my comments, I get really excited because it's just like me and him have like a really close relationship. We sent each other stuff in the mail, and like we share the same interests in like different cultures. Like we really are into like the Egyptian stuff, and he like introduces me to new music and things like that. And so, you know, I like to say like somebody's a loser because of that is just so disgusting, I feel like, and just really hurtful. You know, like why would you want to make somebody feel awful about making connections with people, even if it is through the internet? I just don't really understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But you know, there's even like my patrons, like people who support me. Like I don't even talk to you guys all the time, but I know that you're there. You know, we communicate, some of us on different social media platforms besides YouTube. You know, Nightshade Butterfly, Illicit Soul, and Patricia Lucas. Like it's like those are people that like, you know, feel like they enjoy my friendship enough that they want to support my channel, which means a lot to me, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it blows my mind that there's people out there that like are so giving, when in real life I've had, you know, some of that, but like a lot of like hurt and like backstabbing too, you know? Like recently I had some very, very close friends who I loved a lot, and like I put my trust in, and I thought they trusted me, and I thought that they knew me. But like an individual decided to speak badly and make up lies about me to them, and in turn they turned their back on me without even knowing the facts of the situation. Like didn't even come to me to say like, oh, like is this true? Did this really happen? Like I don't believe it, because based off of like our friendship and knowing you, it doesn't seem like something that you would do. But instead they just shut down and completely blocked me out of their lives without a single word, without even letting me like say my side, you know what I mean? Like that's not a good friend. Like I'm sorry, like you don't do that to people. You don't just, you know, be like, oh, I heard these rumors about you, they must be true, even though I know for you to not be like that. I'm gonna believe them anyways, and not even give you the chance to like say your piece, you know? So it's just like, you get that in real life, and of course you can get that on the internet too, but my thing is, what I'm saying is basically like, just because all of my relationships aren't real life people that I have all around me, it doesn't make me a loser. And because I feel like I lost out on, you know, my real life friendships because of situations in real life that I've had, you know? So it's just like, to judge somebody for the way that they've made a bond with somebody is just, in my opinion, just like low. You're just really like really down there, you know? Like, you just think so much of yourself that, you know, I don't need to make friends with people online. Who would do that? That's pathetic. It's just like, well, maybe some people think that about you. Anyways, I'm like going off on a tangent. But I did want to also mention that I have other people that I've met on YouTube, like they have their own YouTube channel, where the things that they talk about in their life and me watching them actually makes me happy and, like, you know, brings a kind of like joy to my day. I don't have a close relationship with these people. There are other YouTubers who I watch. To name a few is U.S.A. Like, I don't speak to her one-on-one, like really, like we just comment on each other's videos and kind of, we have a really good interaction. And same with Pixie. From, I think her channel name is like Pixie Sparkle or something like that, where she talks about like a lot of Disney stuff. And I mean, they probably don't know I feel this way because I've never voiced it to them before, but like I literally watch their channel and it makes me happy because they're happy people. They're like upbeat, they're fun, they're positive people, not negative, where I've had that in like real life, a lot of negativity. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I go online and it's just, obviously like everybody has their ups and downs, but they portray themselves as people who are caring and like they try to look at things on the bright side as opposed to being negative all the time. So it's just like, so I watch Delia or Pixie or whatever, it's just like, oh my god, they're like so bubbly and they're like fun to watch, and it just puts me in a good mood and makes me feel better with my day. Like I'll be like I was like doing my makeup, like getting ready for this, and I was watching Pixie talk about like her channel, which was like not a good thing, or like to make me feel happy, but like how she like hurt herself, and she's like, I cut myself and I like had to get like 16 stitches, but like she was not like, oh my god, my life or whatever. She's just like, I can't believe this happened to me, and she was just kind of like, oh my god, kind of like laughed it off or whatever. And it's like, and if you could have that attitude, I just think it's like great, because it's just like, you try not to let things ruin your life, like, you know, things like that, like get you down or whatever, because there's so much in life that like, so many people that have so much less than others and have so much bad in their lives that like, I don't know, I just feel like trying to look at the good in each day is more beneficial than being like, you know, this sucks, that sucks, or whatever. And I feel like they do that, you know, the opposite, you know, they try to look at things on the bright side. So I think you guys are, I know, bringing a positive outlook in like all your videos, but not only like YouTube, but you know, other platforms like Instagram. I talk to a lot of you guys on Instagram. Some of the people like don't even come to YouTube that I've met, but like my friend the mayor, he's on YouTube, but he doesn't have his own YouTube channel, but we talk to each other through YouTube and through Instagram, and like we just send each other like funny, like, you know, like messages and stuff like that, or like, I don't know, like horror stuff, because he's really into horror and I like horror. And you know, I don't know, these people over here with the friggin' loudness, it's like sometimes they just drag race down the street. I don't even understand or whatever. But I've met like some artists and stuff who have purchased like artwork off of that, like I wouldn't even know who they were if it wasn't for like online, you know what I mean? So making connections with them and stuff like that, and getting to know people and supporting them. Like a lot of people have like small businesses, you know, like Etsy shops and stuff like that. It's just like, that's just another great way that like the internet works, where you can make connections with people and support them, you know? So I don't know. My message has just, you know, been repeated in this video, that because you make friends online does not make you a loser, but makes you a winner. Because in my book, I've made so many friends and so many connections that it's only been a positive for me. Like by no means a negative. You know, you'll get one or two like trolls on your channel, but that goes with like anything in life. So I just basically wanted to let you guys know how I feel about y'all. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I take notice of all of you. If I didn't mention your name, it's not because I don't recognize you. It's just, you know, off the top of my head who I just talk to all the time. But I do see you guys down in the comments below all the time and really enjoy talking to you. There's some, you know, there's people that like I haven't even talked to in a while, but like I know if I just message them, it would just pick up right where it left off. You know what I mean? Like we just have like a good connection. Like Vampy Candy, like she used to do YouTube, now she doesn't do it anymore, but I talk to her on Instagram sometimes, and maybe not even that much because, you know, we have busy lives and stuff, but I just know that those people, if I need to talk to them and message them, that they'll be there, you know. So I don't know, it's just been like an amazing experience for me being on YouTube, as far as not just, you know, meeting friends and stuff, but learning new things, hearing new music, you know, seeing new things, and just experiencing like wonderful interaction. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a rant, but it was also a bit of like an uplifting message, I feel like, which I try to do all the time, because you just can't let people get you down all the time, because why let somebody else ruin your life, you know? It's just don't let them do it. That's what they want. They want to win. They want to like take you down. They feel like shit, so they want to make you feel like shit, and you just can't let them do it. You have to know who you are inside, that you're a good person. You have all these qualities about you, and you should not let somebody strip that away from you. So that was kind of long-winded, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing to my video. I really appreciate it. I love to have new people here and new interactions, like I always say this. There's my Instagram down below, my Twitter. I sell things on Depop and Mercari. There's my Patreon, like I mentioned before. If you want more personal content, if you want to request stuff, like my friend Nightshade Butterfly, she requested some videos that I will be doing coming up. That will be happening. So it's like, yeah, you can just request videos if there's anything you want to see from me on there. There's also my Ko-fi account if you want to buy me Ko-fi, if you don't want to do like the whole monthly patronage thing. So there's that. And, oh, I had somebody recently bought me a Ko-fi, Helen I think her name was. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I sent you a private message. Hopefully you got it. And yeah, so all those good things are down below in the description box. And until next time, stay dark, my friend. Stay yourself. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.